opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the... The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this to the 32. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ready.
On second down now. It's Gibbs, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable. And some...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
3rd and 2. Now Peterman. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Peterman. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action now. Peterman. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
That ties the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Seven Pirates!
Back to throw. Hooker. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Kamara trying again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. That'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Khalif Raymond. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right they're kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
On first down, Peterman.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Peterman, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Now, points certainly not at a premium here. They go play action with Peterman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Play action. It's Peterman. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw again is Peterman. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, It's Gibbs, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A give to Kamara running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down now. It's Gibbs, and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Play action. Now Peterman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now Peterman on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on second down. Peterman eluding the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Peterman. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Now it's Peterman. Open man, and again it's Sutton.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 26
To throw again on second down. Peterman got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Down inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Makes the score
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warriors, 70s. Ready.
They run the counter. Gibbs. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gibbs.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 14 yards. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Peterman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Peterman. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On second and inches, Peterman. That's complete, right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Peterman to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 35. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
They run the counter. Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have on front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
from the 24. Peterman. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Locates Kamara on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now they'll throw it with Peterman. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Peterman now to throw on third down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Saints.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Peterman. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. The center receiver in motion to the right. Here's Peterman to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Peterman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kadarius Toney from 10 yards out. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Now they send a man in motion right. Now Peterman. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Lions tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Oh, that gets into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on second and long. Peterman under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Peterman. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contact.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory.